welcome to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. I'm doing this little recording a couple of weeks before Christmas 2021. Yeah, and there's a couple of good things about Christmas. We get some good ghost stories, don't we? Which I won't have one of those today for you, but you get some nice romantic love stories as well at Christmas. And I've got one of those to share with you today. And it's a sort of love story that spans about 250,000 miles. So that's not bad going, isn't it? And first of all, when we talk about Christmas, way back when, we're going to talk about the 16th of August 1996, a significant date overall, a good day for City. It was an opening day win over Ipswich Town in front of nearly 30,000 fans at Main Road. But also fans, young and old, will be introduced to a friendly alien. Yes, a friendly alien that I think I either beamed down or perhaps I never saw his spaceship as such. It might have been on one of his animations, his cartoons that used to feature in the matchday programmes. But he beamed in. Let's say he beamed in. Let's be popular. He beamed in from planet Blue Moon, of course. Of course, we're talking about our wonderful mascot Moonchester, aren't we? There was an even wider audience at that game for Moonchester's debut, this was the first Friday night game to be shown on Sky, Premier League game to be shown on Sky. So there's a lot of people introduced to Moonchester, both in and outside the ground, and obviously on TV. Yep, the big-eared alien, it was an instant hit, yeah, as he would be. He had his own animated feature, as I said, in the matchday programmes. And of course, he would entertain the crowds at Main Road and elsewhere as he became a big part in the Junior Blues and many other City-related, of course, community initiatives. It was rumoured, actually, that it was instrumental in the removal of the then manager, Alan Ball, who left the club just 10 days after our blue hero appeared, and also allegedly, as he'd had his reservations, although the board did ignore him, had his reservations about a certain Steve Coppell, but the board certainly learnt a lesson there, didn't they? But they would soon realise, the board and everyone at City would soon realise that Manchester was not just a mascot, but would become an inspiration, of course, on and off the pitch. Young fans were soon asking to look like him. Yeah, they were getting the parents. There'll be an image up screen there. They'll be getting the parents who dressed them up like good old Moonchester. So, yeah, he made a big impact in Manchester. And, of course, he made Manchester and Main Road his new home. He would even train with the players. There was an animation, one of his animated things of obviously doing something with rockets to the ball, and his skills were tremendous, of course, and it gave a new meaning, of course, to the phrase rocket shots. Sadly, the FA wouldn't allow City to sign an alien on, unfortunately, under the present regulations. So despite the protestations at Main Road, players like Rossler and Kincladze would have to carry the burden for the future. Like the fans, he stood by the Blues. Of course he did throughout the dark days of 97, 98, and he was there to celebrate the first step to recovery at Wembley in 99, although there was a couple of hiccups, wasn't there, on the way back. But he was by Kevin Keegan's side, of course, at the start of that wonderful 2001-2002 campaign. This is where it gets interesting. As Christmas approached, with City in good hands after more than 5 years, Moonchester decided he needed a little bit more in his life. Yeah, he'd already checked his moon ball, which was sort of a lunar equivalent of a crystal ball, and could see a bright future coming for City. Yeah, if only we had that ability at that time to see what was ahead for us. He began to pine, though. We didn't. Unknown to most of us, we began to pine for someone to share the load, to be with him in this forward-looking venture. He, of course, loved City. He, of course, loved the fans, all the young fans. But as I say, he was missing something in his life. And cryptically, in the home programme versus Wolverhampton Wanderers on the 11th of December 2001, we got a little cryptic note. It just came from nowhere. No one expected it. And it was entitled Lonely Hearts column. So I'll just read it out to you now in that programme. Lonely, youthful, fun-loving male seeking female partner for happy times and companionship. What I'm looking for in a future partner: to join me on special social occasions, be willing to share out-of-this-world experiences, to be able to cope with my busy life. I'll have to bring you down to earth after that first date. And if you think you can fit the bill, please respond box number 123. I can show you the universe if you let me. So there you go. Obviously that appeared in the Wolves programme. And of course, this was followed up on December the 16th as the fans found out that Manchester was indeed, after that cryptic thing in the Wolves programme, was indeed searching for a Mrs. Manchester, or at least a Mrs. Wright for the time being. Let's not jump too far ahead. He opened his heart further in the matchday programme versus Bradford on December the 16th, and even Jodrell Bank had allowed him to send his message to his home 250,000 miles away, of course, a blue moon, to see if he could actually get some interest over there. So let me just go back to this programme that obviously, when you wish upon a star, they headed it in the programme. Our own lovable mascot is this lovelorn alien these days, and he knows what he wants for Christmas. Not content with the usual Christmas gifts of toy rockets, spaceships and telescopes, Manchester is looking for something more, love. In his quest for a mate, she's been even taken to write to Lonely Hearts columns. Well, we've obviously seen that, haven't we? She'll have to love Manchester City, of course, he stated as well. I don't think he wrote that as an initial thing, so hopefully he didn't put too many ladies off. Manchester has had a great response, apparently, that we learned from this Lonely Hearts ad, but he's still searching for that unique girl, so she's not arrived yet. So desperate has he become that he has visited Jodrell Bank to send messages home in the hope that someone will fill the void in his empty heart. I know my ideal partner is out there somewhere, sighed Manchester wistfully. Oh, bless. I've been wishing on a star for her to make herself known to me. With his happy-go-lucky character, beaming smile and bashful good looks, Manchester's a wonderful catch for many a lucky girl out there who is searching for love. Yeah, it does go on to ask fans as well to help him, obviously Junior Blues, to get on and see if they can help good old Manchester out. Obviously while the fans celebrated Christmas Day, although Manchester himself had reasons to be happy, it hadn't taken long. We'll go over to the Boxing Day matchday programme, which was against West Bromwich Albion, which is keeping us informed as to what's going on, and he explained his joy under the heading, "Is Mooney's search for love over?" Well, what have we here? It seems as if all of Manchester's Christmases have arrived at once, and that he may not have to spend a forlorn Christmas alone after all. Since the Lonely Hearts advert and his recent visit to Jodrell Bank, the letters and postcards have simply come flooding in. Just look at his bulging mailbag, full to the brim with letters from hundreds of potential suitors. I just can't believe the fantastic response, beamed Manchester. I was originally quite upset and felt very sad. I didn't get any letters at all at first. I was wondering if it was the fact that my ears are so enormous that was putting people off. I know the feeling, mate. So I think it was a visit to Jodrell Bank that did the trick. Since I sent the message back to my home planet, Blue Moon, the letters haven't stopped. Not that he's complaining, of course. He's finding all the attention most flattering. But the question is, has he found that certain special someone amongst all those replies? Well, said Manchester, I looked carefully through every letter and read them all one by one. Whilst each one sounded really interesting, I still couldn't help feeling that I hadn't quite found the right person. But, he announced, with a twinkle in his eye, I woke up yesterday on Christmas morning, looked in my Christmas stocking and discovered a letter that had arrived late. I opened it up and I knew straight away, oh bless, I'd found the one. I'm over the moon. So who's the lucky girl then, Manchester? Aha, he laughed mischievously. You'll just have to wait and see. There you go. So it looks as though Jodrell Bank had done its bit, hasn't it? Obviously, City were doing the bit on the pitch as well. We're obviously all this just joy and wonderful stuff going on with Manchester was rubbing off on the players. And it wouldn't be long. It wouldn't be long, of course, before the City fans would meet his new love. And yes, she was also a massive City fan, which can only be a good thing, can't it? And the happy ending of this little lovelorn story featured in the 29th of December matchday programme against top of the table Burnley. Yeah, so there you go. There's an image on the screen. Don't you just love a happy ending, they said. All Mooney's Christmases seem to have come at once. I don't know if he's proposing there or what he's doing to that young lady, but he says, at last our lovable mascot has finally found the moonbeam of his dreams. That one precious letter which found its way into his bulging Christmas stocking turned out to be from the perfect partner. A phone call was made and the time and date set, and the pair met each other for the first time. It was quite obviously love at first sight, even with those big ears. Well, they both got big ears, haven't they? Happy New Year to Manchester and his shining Moonbeam. Well, there you go. The joy obviously flooded through the fans, young and old, of course, and especially the team. As I said, the team were on an upturn. Moonchester knew this. He checked his lunar ball, of course, to check for this. We slaughtered league leaders Burnley 5-1 that day. Not enough to take us top. We were still a point behind after beating, but obviously this joy and happiness certainly had a big effect. And of course, our new couple, once he established themselves on and off the pitch at Main Road, and the various things they went to over time, would inspire, of course, Kevin Keegan's City, who won 17 of their next 21 league games, only losing 2 to win the nationwide Division 1 title and see City return to the Premier League. So as we celebrate, or I celebrate, and as I'm doing this in 2021, Moonchester's 25th season, of course, at City, we celebrate also our favourite alien couple who have spent 20 years together now, 20 years to the day almost as I'm recording this. And for them, we are all, of course, over the blue moon. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to do the rest of it. Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we meet here again on the Citizen channel. Please have a look at my film and TV channel if you get a chance. I'll try and inform and entertain on there as well. But whatever it is, I only ask one thing, don't I? Especially to these guys who are still there, still together, still love each other to bits. I only ask one thing, please. Stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.